Okay, hey guys, and today I wanted to do a basic review, and there's a lot of videos out I know about this gun, but today I wanted to do a basic review on the FNP 45 Tactical, and I wanted to go through some of the accessories you can get to from it, for the gun. And basically, let's start out. The FNP 45 Tactical is a 45 ACP, okay, gun. Let's just show you it's empty. Definitely empty, okay? There's no, okay. The FNP 45 is a double action, single action. So you can cock it back once, or you can press it double action. Some people says it has a spongy trigger pull, but that is actually, I believe, only after the first shot. I haven't really found that to be spongy. It shoots pretty good. This particular model is the stainless steel bitone. It is a lightweight polymer gun. It has a dual decocking feature. This is your decocker. When you go down, it will drop it. And you see how that goes there? Doesn't quite hit. I'll show you this. See, that's where if I double action shot it. So I bring this down and I decock it. Now watch where the hammer hits. You see? It hits. And then you have to go all the way back to shoot that. So you could actually take that, load it around, drop it, carry it like this. And then unless you pulled it like that, it wouldn't engage the round. It has a hardened chrome moly barrel. This particular barrel has been polished. It has a ambidextrous slide releases on each side one. It has ambidextrous magazine releases. It has ambidextrous decockers and safety. Okay. The gun itself, they do make an FNP 45, which is not a tactical. This is the tactical. The difference is it has a different trigger. They do give you the combat sights on this. You can see the combat sight right there, tritium night sights. This RMR does not come with it. This laser sight doesn't come with it either. They do have a threaded barrel, which is your standard 578 by 28 thread pattern. As you can see, that is the thread protector that goes on. And a little tip, if you do have this gun, to keep the thread protector on, what I would do is wrap a rag, take a vice grip, and just twist it real hard, and that'll prevent it from the thread connector, the thread protector coming off like when you're firing. I have done a few modifications to the gun. You can see I polished this base plate right underneath the sight, which was black. I did put in the RMR battery operated Trijicon night sights or reflex sights. Let me show you. This has a little battery that goes underneath here, a little button battery, and there's plus and there's minus on this. Now if you get the plus and just turn it up a little, you'll see the light comes right up really fast. There's your light. That's how bright you can make it. Now if you go on the minus side of it, you could bring it down, like if you want that kind of dot. And with these, you can co-witness, which means you'd have the dot and you'd have the lasers, you'd have the Trijicon night sight right there. As you can see, all three, both of them. Okay, and then if you just bring it down, you can make it weaker, or you could just disappear it. I just leave it off. You also, on this, I have added, because it does have a nice rail here, I have added the Viridian C5L laser sights. So, let's see. There's a laser on it. It's a green laser. It also has a light up in here, so if I hit that again, you'll see I can get the blinking. It has an on and off button on each side, one here and then one there. I like the blinking because then this would kind of disable your attacker. It's a very bright light, as you can see. It's over 100 lumens. Okay, so the particular gun takedown is relatively easy. I'm just going to show you how to take off the slide on it. These actually, the FNP was actually developed, the tactical, to replace, be a candidate for the Army. So it is a tactical weapon, and it's a little big. A lot of people were saying they don't like it because it's bulky. I care if the gun fires, and this gun fires perfectly. It's about everything I put in there. Take the range, it shoots every time, and that's how you dictate. That's just a little dirt in here, and that's how it dictates whether you keep a gun or not. Now, takedown's relatively easy. You push it down, you lock the little slide. This here, you press this button down, you hold, you release the slide, and it comes right off. And this is your whole slide mechanism right here on the gun, as you can see that. There's your recoil, your barrel's in there, hammer's up in here. You take that, you can push it down and slide this little black and pull your hammer right out. And here's your frame, pretty much standard, you can see. It's got metal inserts in here for strength. And I fired a lot. I don't see any cracks or any wear on the gun or anything anywhere internally. This is the 45 I'll definitely hang on to. I like this 45. And slide it back in to put it back together. All the way back. Lock it. Put that. You're done. Okay. It does have slightly a scalloped hammer, which aids to make it a little lighter. It is a big gun, and they say it's kind of stiff up in here, this part, but doesn't matter. It has back straps that come off. Okay, there's a little hole here you press in and you slide them right off. Some people say they wiggle a little like this. I could care less. Okay, I bought the gun for reliability. If I want, I'm not a big back strap changer. If I want to modify it, I'll put a little permanent lock up in here, where it snaps in a little indent I can detent. So I don't really care about that. The gun itself, capacity-wise, these are stainless steel magazines they give you. Very well made. It is 15 rounds. Your witness holes are set up at 5, 10, and 15. And I'm able to get 15 rounds in each one of these without a problem. This one I have 15 rounds of the Federal Hydroshock 230 grain. You can see the post in the middle there. And this one I just have a few in there. I think I have 5 rounds of the tall ammo. I wanted to get into also, I have most of the the accessories that you get on this gun, but I'm going to go here and show you they do make, because you have a threaded barrel here, let me take that off, you can actually add a suppressor. Okay. And the barrel is a standard 578 by 28 thread pattern. I picked up an Evolution, Advanced Armor AAC Evolution. And I got this from Advanced Armament Corporation in Norcross, Georgia. The only part that really comes off of this, with the assistance of a tool, it turns off, and this is your piston you can change for different barrels. The suppressor is very quiet. I've noticed just using like a full metal jacket, any kind of ammunition, white box, tall ammo, just a regular round nose. You want to get like a low velocity ammunition for this. It's always better. And like I say, to put the suppressor on, it's pretty easy. Make sure my light's not on there. You take it, you would hold it this way, and you just spin it. It actually comes on so easy. Bang, it's on. So now, this is how it connects right there. And see how I mean by co-witnessing? You can see right above that suppressor right there, because that's what these combat sights are made for. See, they go right above it, and then you'll have your your LED, like I say, if you bring that LED up, you got right there, there's your, which is really nice. So for shooting, I have shot it a few times. I probably put about 200 rounds through it with the suppressor, and the suppressor is quiet. You can watch some of my videos and you'll see it just goes pff, pff. I mean, it is quiet. I won't even bother going wet. You can run these wet, which means you pour some there's a special oil or water in the baffles. It wets them up, so when the gases escape, it quiets them down. But for the price the gun is, like I say, you're looking, the gun itself, if you just had to buy the FNP 45 Tactical, and not in the bitone might be a little bit more expensive. This is a little fancier one. But if you just bought like an OD green or a black one, they're probably about $900 or so. If you get a Viridian laser like this, that's probably about $250. This RMR was about $500. This is their latest ruggedized, really compact, nice one. So you know you're looking there about 5, 6, 7. Plus the gun for me was $1,000. So 1,700. And your suppressor, I paid about $650 for the suppressor. That's actually a cheap one. So that brings you to 20 something. Tax stamp and everything. So probably got about 2,700 into the gun. But you know, it's a very durable gun, very versatile. You know, you could use it, you know, for home protection if you had to. That's perfect. 15 rounds is, you know, it's perfect. It's a little heavier when you put that 15 rounds in there. But, you know, the FNP 45 is a very, very nice gun. Some people, I hear pet peeves. They think it's made cheap. It feels cheap. I don't really care how the gun feels if it shoots good. And some people were bitching about this little thing. I don't care about that. I could care less. You know, if I want to keep it on there, I'll glue the damn thing on there. Doesn't matter to me. I don't change a lot of back straps anyway. Because when you put the friggin' magazine in there, don't forget, you're not going to notice it that much, see? You know, because really, it'll probably hit there. That's what it's really meant for, probably not to hit too much, but it's not going to come off. But it's a pretty hefty gun. I keep 15 rounds in here, and I have a little, gun rug that fits this and my magazines. Suppressor, I just put that back in. I locked that up because you have to lock that up. And by the way, if you have a suppressor, you should keep the suppressor probably not with the gun. It should be probably locked up in a safe. You don't really want to keep it in a kit. But I wanted to show you that, and if anybody has any comments or anything, I like the gun myself. It's a very, very good gun. It's heavy, but with the weight, actually shooting is a joy. I haven't had any problems with it. Everything's tight, and definitely a good gun. I highly recommend it for anybody to buy one. I would have to say this is probably right now my top choice in a 45, and I like the bitone. So thanks for watching the video. If anybody has any questions or feedback, feel free to text me, shoot me an email, leave a comment. Thanks a lot.